Oh, yeah. Loving it. Loving it. Let's get a candle lit. Mm, sacred space. Testing, 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 testing. Test recording. Uh, Testing for sound. I'm testing my mic. And all is well. I'm worried about this not being on. Testing for sound. I'm testing my mic. And all is well. Have you ever felt like you have absolutely lost yourself in motherhood? Like you have given absolutely everything to everyone else and you have nothing left to give? Well, I want you to know you are not alone. And today I am going to give you the hack, which is not so much a hack, but a new way of operating so that you don't have to feel that way ever again. My name is Jenny Warner. Welcome to With Love, Jenny Warner. The information I'm going to share with you today is something that I have experienced on my own. And it wasn't until I experienced that and was able to come out of that dark place and start talking about it with other moms that I realized, why do we all go through this? Nobody talks about it. And I don't ever want anybody else to feel like this again. So we're bringing it to light. This mindset shift that we are going to make today is going to be what changes the way that you operate and where you pull out of the matrix, as it were, and start leading your own life in an extraordinary way. I say extraordinary on purpose, extraordinary. The ordinary way of operating, the way that we have done it for years and years and decades and generations, is to live mom life, and I'm generalizing here, from a place of martyrdom. Martyrdom is death by 1,000 paper cuts, and it serves no one. The littlest things start piling up and piling up and piling up. When you are looking towards the outside world for external validation, and that external world can be as close as your husband, it can be as close as your kids, it can be as close as anybody who lives or is anywhere in brick throwing shot of you. When you look to the outside world for validation, for love, and to have your own cup filled, you are going to be, over and over again, sadly disappointed. It is no reflection on them, well, maybe a little bit, but what you're seeking really needs to come from within. Because in every single moment, you are the only one who can provide the love that you are looking for yourself. You are the only one who can love yourself in the way that you need to be loved in that moment. Why do I say that? These other people, they do love you. You know they love you. I know they love you. But you come with your own past. You come with your own programming. You come with your own thoughts, needs, just as I do. The 2-year-old, 3-year-old Jenny had, was called, let me share a story with you. So as I grew up, my nickname was Jeno. Jen, no. The little neighbor boy next door, when I was 3 years old, thought that my name was Jeno because all he heard was Jen, no, Jen, no, Jen, no. He thought my name was Jeno. So that stuck with me. Isn't that cute? A little nickname. As that built year over year over year, do you know that to this day, when my husband asks me to do something, or if somebody tells me that I can't do something, I still, even with all of the work that I have done, even through all of the coaching, all of the programs, all of the enlightenment that I have discovered, I can still get triggered. Don't tell me no. Don't tell me I can't do something. Don't even think about it. That can come up from time to time. And so, in that context, you are the only one who can truly love yourself the way that you need to be loved in that moment. Everything else is cherries on top. Everything else is icing when you are unconditionally loved by your husband, when you are unconditionally loved by your children. But the day to day needs to be from within. And I am not talking about just taking yourself for a mani-pedi every week. I am not talking about getting the highlights done on a monthly basis or whatever, or the shopping or whatever. I am talking about true unconditional love. So I came up with this metaphor, and I've shared it with a number of people as I've been coaching them through it. And it has resonated with many, many people. So I want to share that with you as well. When you are not loving yourself fully every single day, it's like a snarl that starts in your hair. So it's just a tiny little knot. And then you don't get the appreciation for making dinner, and then you don't get the appreciation for driving them to school, and then you don't get the appreciation or acknowledgement from doing laundry, and then you don't get any kind of good morning, and then you don't get whatever, whatever, whatever. And so the snarl in your hair continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it's just a big, ugly knot. And you just then want to cut it out. You want to just extricate yourself from the situation. You just want to disappear. This happened to me several years ago where I got to the point where I I said to myself, not in my out loud voice or to anyone else, I just want to disappear. I just want to leave. Let's see what happens to them then. I'm not worthy of anything. They don't even really know I exist, but they'll know I exist when I'm not here. I was looking outside for validation. They still love me unconditionally. They still appreciate me. They weren't articulating that. There wasn't any big holiday to have celebrated me that for 12 hours. But when you don't look inward, you're the only person who is with yourself every single day for the rest of your life. You've got your bodysuit that you are in, and we need to appreciate what we have. If we want to make changes, we can certainly make changes, but not from a place of beating, beating down, judging, doing all the self-flagellating activities, numbing ourselves. We need to actually appreciate ourselves and make life extraordinary. If you look to the left, if you look to the right, I guarantee you that you are going to find people, again, maybe within bricks throwing distance, who are caught up in the same circles of the same stories, whether it's politics, whether it's so and so did this, you know, this person's doing this, or I don't have that, or woe is me, or I'll never be able to do that, or I'll never have that enough money to go on vacation, or I can't shop at Whole Foods, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. Who am I to, who are they to, you're worth it. Every tiny little thing that you can do for yourself, and I'm not talking about spending money. I'm talking about, can you rub your own feet at the end of the day and just say, thank you, feet, for every place that you took me today? Can you brush your own hair at the end of the day to say, you know what? I am releasing the snarls of the day. Can you just sit down with yourself for 5 minutes in quiet and actually appreciate who you are, what you have done, who you have become, the life that you have lived up until this point? Even 5 minutes a day to be able to do that. Extra bonus points if you write it down in a journal so that you have that to go back to and you can actually somatically move that energy of appreciation onto a page, feeling it. It's a beautiful thing. If you can just do a little something for yourself every day, you will not get to the point where your cup is so empty that everything that happens throughout the day doesn't then sound like fingernails on a chalkboard because you are so fed up, because you are so depleted, because you're looking for external validation. So this is the single best mindset shift that I can offer to you as a mother, as a woman, as a human being. Love yourself. It is not easy to do, but everybody can do this. There is one thing that you can start with. I am so grateful that I was able to take a breath today. I am so grateful that I actually had water to drink today. I am so grateful that I made myself lunch today. I'm so grateful that I have these comfy clothes to wear. I am so grateful that I have a car to drive, that I have nature to see when I look out the window. Go for a walk in nature. That shift in perspective, that shift in physical environment will automatically shift your thinking because it gets you out of the loop. Another thing that just came to me that will help with this mindset shift, because it does take a change in physiology. It does take a physical change to be able to get you out of that orbit. I call it shifting your orbit. Drink a lot of water. So, water is a conductor, right? Emotions are energy. Energy is electricity. Water is a great conductor of electricity. So, it helps to move things through. Things physically get stuck in our body. Emotions physically manifest as, like anger gets stuck in the liver, as they say, or, the spleen carries a lot of energy. And you can feel it when you start to get the crimps in the neck or the crimps in the glutes or the, whatever is sore. When you're drinking a lot of water, you then also have to pee a lot. And so the physical act of having to get up and go to the bathroom changes your physiology, changes your physical environment. That allows you to shift your perspective. So here's my challenge to you. Drink a lot of water. Every time you get up then to go to the bathroom, ask yourself, how am I doing? Or look in the mirror and say, I love you. It's going to be really uncomfortable if you've never done it before. But after the first few times, really truly look at yourself and really truly find something that you love about yourself. Once that feeling starts to wash over you, you do not become conceited. You do not become narcissistic. You do not become self absorbed. You actually stand in your brilliance, which then radiates out to everyone else, and they will start to notice you in a different light. I challenge you. Let me know how it goes for you. Make this mindset shift and change your life forever. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. My intention for you is to live an absolutely extraordinary life. All my best. See you soon.